Congratulations, you did it. Today is the last day of Great and Holy Lent. Believe it or not, today ends the Lenten fast. And if you've been following along with all of the readings, you've read the book of Genesis, you've read the book of Proverbs, and you've read the prophecy of Isaiah. So congratulations. You can do a dance because you made it through another Lenten season. Of course, when I'm saying that, you're still in quarantine. And of course, we're not even yet to Pascha. So why is Father so excited? Well, because again, Lent is over and we made it. It wasn't exactly the Lent that we were hoping for, perhaps, but it was the Lent that we precisely needed, if we used it for what it is that we needed to use it for our spiritual life, for the upliftment of our souls, for the taking on of some new and better spiritual practices, and most importantly, making our home the little church. And we're going to have an even greater opportunity to do that in the boot camp that is Holy Week. And so we have the services of Lazarus Saturday and Palm Sunday this weekend, and then we dive into the somber, the heavy-hearted feeling of Holy Week. And it's the most arduous week of the year. Physically, because, well, you've been working all day, and then the hope is that you'll be able to attend at least some of the many different services that we'll have throughout the week, and so it'll be physically taxing. Even if you are watching and participating in the services from the comfort of your own home, I hope that you are actually participating in them, meaning that you are praying through them, and therefore it is a physical struggle. But it's also going to be a spiritually difficult one as well, because so many of us long to be together in the services of the church, especially during Holy Week. And of course, this year we won't be able to do that. And so there will be a lot of things that will be unfamiliar and different about this week. But I really want to encourage you, no matter what it is that you're able to see and do as far as the services go in the church, make this week different. This will be a spiritually profitable week, or it will just be another week of quarantine. The choice is yours. Thanks be to God, here at St. John, we have a number of traditions that we attempt to follow throughout Holy Week, whether it is like this weekend where we traditionally bring our baptismal candles and we decorate them and we carry palms in procession. I want to encourage you to try to take as many of these different traditions home with you. Still light candles. Still decorate them. We won't be able to have palms for all of you, but I will still make a procession like a great entrance around the church, and perhaps at that point of the service, you and your family can process through your house, and you can wave those palms around. And at the end of the Divine Liturgy, we'll read the gospel again, and just like we normally do, we have all the children say, Hosanna, at that point in the gospel, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that we're able to at least virtually do that together, and perhaps you can even send in some of your videos of your processing and your screaming Hosanna and waving around your flowers or whatever it is that you're waving, because again, we won't have palms to hand out, and that's okay. Perhaps this is where a new tradition at St. John can be born, where we'll look back 20 years from now and say, yeah, this started that year when we were in quarantine and couldn't go to the services together. So just like in Russia, they don't use palms because they don't have them. They use the branches of pussy willow trees. You can do the same thing. Perhaps find another flower, something that you have on hand, and be able to wave those around, rejoicing in the expectation of the coming of the King, the Messiah. So do everything that you can to make this week something different. Set apart from all the other weeks of the year, and set apart from all the other weeks that we have been spending in quarantine, so that this week can be marked by something powerful and different, which is, of course, the preparation for the crucifixion and, of course, the resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Now, I know also that because you won't be able to be here with the services, and because our choir isn't going to be here, the services themselves will in fact sound a little bit different. I know that our chanters are going to be able to work hard to attempt to sing some of the more familiar melodies, but in places where they just can't, they're going to do their own melodies. And perhaps this is an opportunity to hear something a little bit different and to have an appreciation for the many different ways that Holy Week is sung and celebrated throughout the world. I know I've been blessed in my 14 years as a priest to be able to serve and celebrate Holy Week in a few different places and to experience a few different things. And every single one of them was unique. Every single one of them was a great blessing. And so I want to encourage you that while things will look and feel and seem a little bit different, that embrace this week for what it is. While it is different, and perhaps not as familiar as it might be, it will still be the great blessing from God if we allow it to be as we celebrate and participate in these services as much as we possibly can. So set this week apart. Make this week something different. Attempt to follow some of the traditions that we have here at St. John, and Lord willing, as we progress through the week, we'll be able to provide some hints about what those traditions are, and if you have particular things that you like to do during Holy Week or that you particularly experience, make sure to attempt to do those things in your home. Because as we've been saying all along, one of the most important lessons that we can learn throughout the course of our quarantine together is that the church, our home, is the little church. And the more that we can do to ensure that that is actually the case, the better it will be when all of this is over. They will be better at praying at home, better at experiencing Christ exactly where we are. So may this Holy Week be a great and fruitful blessing for you. May you participate as much as you possibly can, and may you embrace this week. While it may feel and seem different, may it also be eternally blessed. You are in my prayers, and you will be as I stand before the altar of our Lord and celebrate these services. And I very much am continuing to look forward to the day where we can all exclaim together and participate in the joy of our risen Lord. God be with you.